The TVP 5051 is an autoloading Czechoslovakian medium tank. Normally, when you think of autoloaders, you think of the Bashation or the AMX 50B that take about 6 seconds to dump out all of their shells, and that is the case for the TVP. It takes 6 seconds to get its whole clip out. The difference is that this vehicle gets 1,240 clipping damage. That's 200 more than the Progetto 65, 300 more than the Bashation. It is insane how much damage this vehicle can get out in such a quick succession of time, especially to realize that it's only a 2-second interclip between all of the shells. So, if you only do 2 shells, it's going to take you 2 seconds and you're still dealing 600 damage. In 2 seconds, you deal the same damage as an E100. In 4 seconds, you're dealing, 900 damage, which is the same as a Batchat or a 183. I mean, it is insane how quickly you're able to get out damage. Also, I gotta say, the legendary camo on this tank looks nice, but this tank with Boom Petty, oh, does it look sexy. So, we are going to be pushing up towards base A. Hopefully, we're going to spot some opponents, and we will be able to get some shells out. My Kranvong is pushing over towards the bridge, thankfully, so we should be able to work this out. Now, the TVP has a couple downsides. First of all, it doesn't have the most DPM. In fact, the Bashation, even though it has a worse clip, does actually have more damage per minute. So that's one thing to keep in mind, is after you clip, you need to have a getaway plan. But as long as you use that getaway plan, you should be fine. Now, the enemy team does have an FE Tune 5B183, which is not very fun, as we all know. Those tanks basically ruin your fun. But the enemy 183 is not looking at us. There's one shell. Oh my god, Batchat, you can't be serious, my dude. Teammates really know how to annoy you, just the way they are. Either way, let's reload, and you know what, you deserve that. I'm not even feeling remorse. You went right in front of me and ate that shell. Alright, 8 more seconds and we should be ready. That WZ-121 is now 1120 health, which is perfect for me, but I could actually shoot at this Waffenträger as well, which I'm going to do because I don't like waffles. I don't want to lose 600 health for something I don't need to, so let's get one shell into the waffle. Then let's go for a tracking shell into the 121, another tracking shell into the 121, and there you have it. That is a full clip into the enemy. Now, in another 15 seconds, we will be ready to start dumping again. This is where the TVP does feel just insane. The ability to get out so much damage. So we got the AMX 50B off to the side, and we got the T30 down low. I want to get some shells into this 50B, so let's see if we can do that. There is an HE into his rear. Let's go for a second HE into his rear, and a third HE. Yep, that's right. 3 shells and we did just about 900 damage. In fact, we could have done more, but the only reason we didn't do more is because my teammates actually shot the guy. It is pretty insane how quickly you can get the HE shells out into the opponents and then how much damage they're going to deal. So, the T30 is dead. The IS-7 is not in my eyes. Who I want to shoot at is the enemy E100. So let's do that right now. There's 1 shell. Let's go for 2 shells and 3 shells. Ammo rack hit again, and come on. I really wanted the ammo rack, that E100, but we still did fine. We did 3,600 damage, and well, we're going to come out with a victory. I wanted to get away from these guys, but my teammates are just driving into each other like a zoo here. Either I'm just going to back up so I don't get shot. Oh my god, look at my team bouncing this guy. Imagine if I actually get another shell out into the C100. Oh, I was close. I was actually close to reloading a whole 20-second clip with 6 of my teammates here. But we did come out with a victory, and we were able to showcase where the clip on the TVP feels super duper strong. 3,800 damage. I love this tank. Let's do one more battle and see if it can keep up the goodness. Now, what is the TVP bad at? Well, first of all, as we already talked about, very long clip reload, but it also has incredibly poor premium penetration. It's only like 320-ish, which is bad. You're going to struggle to penetrate any enemy opponent. You got to be careful on the premium pen. It also has very poor armor. Its upper plate is incredibly easy to penetrate. The turret does have a troll mantlet, just kind of like the Vickers, but all around the mantlet is an easy penetration, much larger than the Vickers Light. The side of the tank is extremely easy to penetrate, even with a 62A using high explosive ammunition. So when it comes to the armor on the TVP, it rarely gets bounces, apart from using it hull down and getting the occasional auto ricochet from AP and APCR ammunition. But yeah, you gotta be careful. That's really the main thing to take away from a TVP, is you have to be extremely careful when playing this type of tank. Now, the enemy team has a Kampfpanzer 50-ton, which kind of makes me cringe a little, because I really wanted to get my hands on that vehicle. Dropped over $200, but that's just how Blitz be. Let's give some person that probably spends $5 the tank and somebody that gambles 200, nothing. Either way, I'm going to push right into this bush here, because this is a spot I like going to. You can see just how fast the TVP is, and I'm going to actually turn my tank around, now that I think about it. I don't know what the enemy team is planning on doing. There's a Kampfpanzer, and there's the Bauchation. We could get a shell at that Batchat, but I guess we'll find out. My Sheridan already took kind of an L here. There's the IS-7. Alright, I'm going to drive away. I'm going to go towards base C, because, well, you can see there's not really anything going on to this side, and I don't want to be cut out in the open against 3 enemy tank destroyers. So, if I help out what is my object 263, maybe we can get a decent game out here. I don't know. We'll find out what the enemy team does here. Oh, there's an E5 spotted, and somebody got a big ol' shell. Nice shot, 60 TP. Alright, there's the E3. Yeah, I don't like A-side. I'll be honest, I really don't like A-side on this map. It just feels like you take more L's than dubs. Either way, here is the enemy E5. There's 1 shell, 2 shells, 3 shells, and we back up without losing any hit points. That was 900 hit points we just took off of that E5, and we get away for free. Just think about that, 900 hit points, and then we just reload our clip. 10 more seconds, we will be ready for another dumping. So that's exactly what we're going to do. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Let's start shooting at the enemy IS-7. There's 1 into his lower plate, 2 into his lower plate. Now let's go for the E5. There's 1 HE into his rear, and let's finish off the E5. I mean, think about that. We just clipped over probably 1,200 damage there. And you're going to finish him off. Nice. All right. We got the Kampfpanzer 50-ton off to the side. I do want to try and get some shells into that guy, but I also don't want to lose any health, because obviously keeping health is extremely important in this game. So I'm going to stay very careful. We're going to push behind them. Hopefully I didn't get detected. No, I did not. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Hello? Anybody here? No. There's the enemy E3, so let's get some shells into that. There's 1 shell. There's 2 shells, and let's get that 3rd shell in. Nice. Alright, we got the grill off to my side as well. I see the 183 looking towards me, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to back up and have my 263 cover me. We do have the Kampfpanzer pushing behind, and there you go. Look at that. 60 TP finished off the enemy Grill 15. I mean, this is going great. We're up 3 base caps, and at this point in time, I really don't see a possibility of losing this battle. So, the 183 just fired. We got the Kampfpanzer off to the side, who I'm going to aim in on, as we know. So there's 1 shell, 2 shells, let's go for 3 shells, and we're probably going to die to the enemy Batchat, as you can see, but I could care less. I just wanted to shoot the Kampfpanzer. Our 263 is going to get the clear. Our 183 only has to deal 40 damage, and as you can see, this Batchat is completely stuck here. So, free dubs for everybody. Where is our 263? Oh, he missed. Oh, that sucks. Well, we're still going to win this because it's 1,000 on the base cap. So there you go. This is another good battle for the TVP. I could have played it a bit smarter at the end. I could have gone for the Batchat or clipped the 183, but thought I'd shoot the Kampfpanzer. Either way, we still were able to deal 4,182 damage even with that and come out with a victory helping out my team. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I will give my 263 and 60 TP effective, though. They did help me out, and they were the main reason why I was able to do what I was able to do. So, hopefully, you enjoyed today's video. If you wanted to grind the TVP, I would say it is a fantastic choice of a tier 10 medium. It has downsides, but its upsides way more than those said downsides. But that is my personal opinion. The average player does not do very well in this tank, but for anybody that understands how to use it, oh mama, is this a strong vehicle. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.